All right, we are live. It is that time again, Tuesday at 10:30 on YouTube. And today's topic is going to be why are real estate agents losing money without a TC? Uh, I here it is. Quick question for you all. What is your time actually worth per hour? Think about that for a second. As a real estate agent, or really anybody in any job, what is your time actually worth per hour? Now, how many hours last week did you spend chasing documents, updating your own files, following up on signatures, or worse, following up on a deadline that maybe you missed, like the loan contingency or the due diligence contingency, or fixing a mistake that almost cost you a deal? That pause was intentional. Think about it. This is money that you're leaving on the table. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today. And try to let you know what you can do about it and why having a good transaction coordinator and or a techy transaction coordinator will actually save you money, time, stress, just so many different things. So I'm Rachelle with All About Real Estate LV. I am your techie transaction coordinator and automation and AI manager. I come here every Tuesday at 10:30 to discuss different topics. You can give me suggestions and or I come up with a topic that I think will be valuable for you to understand what a transaction coordinator does or should be doing and why they can be very, very beneficial to you, not only getting some time back, but to saving money. You should not be doing things that an admin or a TC should be doing. That's the bottom line. So I'm going to help you get some of that time back and bring some calm to that real estate chaos. So an average Las Vegas agent, pretty much an agent anywhere, but the ones that are actually doing this full time, they're closing probably 12 to 20 deals a year, somewhere in that range. Average commission per deal, let's just say it's around $10,000. So to earn $100,000, you've got to close those deals. Be out there looking for deals, not pushing the paper, following up on deadlines, following up with your team. It's being done. So every hour that you're spending doing this TC work is an hour that you're not prospecting, you're not showing homes, and you're not closing deals. Let that sink in. So if your time, let's say, is worth $150 an hour, and you spend 15 hours per transaction doing admin, which 15 to 20 hours per transaction is the average, that's $2,250 in lost earning potential. Now, that's a decent number. Doesn't sound too bad, right? But on 15 deals a year, that comes out to about $33,000 that you could have used to outsource that work for somebody else. Now, I don't cost $33,000 a year, nowhere close to that, but think about that. You could have a personal admin for that much money. I mean, that's just insane. And that's just the time that you cost. You haven't even touched mistakes yet. Now, it's not just the money and it's not just having the admin or the TC or the system in place. It's having the right one. And let's talk about the cost of these errors, because in real estate, one missed deadline can blow up the entire deal. That means you just lost that $8,000 to $10,000 on that deal in commission that you were going to do. So there is no margin for error. You need to have somebody that people like, somebody that's keeping things on track. If you miss a contingency deadline, that could be a breach of contract and they can cancel the deal. If you got the wrong figures, the deal could be delayed or dead. Missed HOA doc delivery in time, then they have the right to cancel. An incomplete file, broker compliance issues. That's all your problem. Why are you taking care of all of this? Why? Average loss commission on a blown deal, $8,000 to $15,000. And that's on the low end. If you're doing multi-million dollar deals, and it's a lot more. One error related deal loss wipes out months and months, or even a year of what you'd be paying a transaction coordinator. Let that sink in. So you're dealing with all the stress and all this follow-up on one deal that you lost that could have paid for pretty much the whole year of having a transaction coordinator, so you don't have to worry about all that. I've seen it happen. I've seen the missed dates. I've seen the emails that have never gone out. I've actually been helping the other side, the co-op realtor, to close their side too, because they weren't real familiar with what was going on. So both sides, co-op realtors, the listing agent, the selling agent, you've got to have a TC, or at least a system in place to follow up with this for you, so that you are not so stressed out. So let a transaction coordinator and or a TC system, AI, the TC Smart Vault, bring calm to your chaos. So here's the hidden cost that nobody tends to talk about. Burnout. You're doing two jobs and you're doing both of them worse because you're getting burnt out, tired, trying to juggle all of these things. Your reputation, if you've got a sloppy transaction, you're getting a sloppy reputation. And that reflects on you, not on your TC. Referrals lost. Unhappy clients aren't going to send their friends. Brain drain. The infamous brain drain. You can't be creative, strategic, or personable when you're buried in paperwork. So agents seem to think hiring a TC is an expense and that they're expensive, but the math, if you do the math, it says that it's an investment that pays for itself on the very first deal. It pays for itself on the very first deal. Average TC fees are between $500 to $800 a transaction. The value of an extra deal closed with the reclaimed time, $8,000 plus. So yes, even if we go to the high end and you have to pay a TC, $800 for the transaction, what have you gained? $8,000. What have you lost potentially? $8,000. So people are complaining they don't want to pay a transaction coordinator, that's $600, $800, $400, whatever it is. But then you're giving away $8,000. The math doesn't make sense. Think of it that way. Think of it in a business/math situation. Nobody likes to give money, but your ROI on your TC should be 10 to 20 times on deal number one. If you have a good transaction coordinator, you should not be having to follow up on things yourself. It should be rolling along smoothly. Let them bring calm to that chaos. Your return on investment on your TC, 10 to 20 times on deal one. Let that sink in. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Not all TCs are created equal. I hear it all the time. Oh, I've used TCs before and transaction coordinators before. Just didn't work out. It seemed like I was following up with them all the time, and I may as well just do it myself. And you know what? You're right. If you don't get the right TC and that's what you're having to do, you're better off just doing it yourself. But the caveat to that, there are good transaction coordinators out there. You've got to check around, check how many years they've been in experience, see if they've got the technology behind them. And also, there are systems out there that work like a TC. So worst case scenario, let's just say for some reason you just absolutely 100% are not going to hire a TC for some reason, then at least get a TC system in place, the TC Smart Vault, so that you have a behind the scenes automation system that you can use to track all of this stuff for you and remind you when deadlines are due, and it's all right in front of you. Is that even close to having a transaction coordinator? No. But if that's what you want, do it. Transaction coordinators, I've got that system, the TC Smart Vault. Hit me up if you want more information on that. The other thing is that a techie TC catches more because we have automated systems, so we don't forget. We have faster, clearer, fewer back and forths. We have custom tracking. So I go in every morning to my system that I develop myself. I see the main page. On that main page, it gives me color coding. Okay, here's the one deal you should focus on first. Here's the deal that's in red that this should have been done, bling, 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 get on this right away. And why hasn't the note been done? And then on the bottom part, it even shows deals that are coming up, tasks that are coming up, so that I'm always on track. You can always be on track too with the same system if you want. There's less friction, smoother closings, happier clients, more referrals. So when your TC is using automation and everything's running smoothly, they're following up with the clients are in the know all the time, which is another big complaint. Clients always say they're not in the know. You get you get the technology, and your transaction is being worked around the clock. Think about that. 24/7, your transaction is being worked. You're getting texts, you're getting emails, so you always know where the transaction stands. Or worst case, if for some reason you just have a question and you want to call, boom, there should be an immediate answer to where that deal stands. It shouldn't take a call back or something else. So please, please, please use a transaction coordinator, but a good one and one that fits with you. So I think you kind of got the gist of this, right? I think you've got it. The real cost of not having a TC, let's wrap this up, is lost time. You can lose up to $30,000 a year in opportunity cost. One blown deal, that's $8,000 to $15,000, if not more, if you're doing those multi-million-dollar deals, lost because you didn't want to pay a TC, that $600 fee or more. Even if it was $1,000. So $1,000, if that's like super, super high in TC, I don't know a TC that charges that much, but even if you're paying your transaction coordinator $1,000 a deal, if you take that off of the 10 that you're going to make, then you're still netting $9,000 versus zero. And you have a great reputation. Everyone loves your transaction coordinator. Everyone loves you. They're like, wow, your system's so great. Talking about you. It's a win-win for everybody. The TC, you. Why aren't you doing it? Reputations and referrals are everything. Nowadays, referral. If you're getting referrals, you don't have to be out there marketing as much. And the follow-up behind the scenes is just moving along. So a good TC doesn't cost you money. They make you money. If they're not, do not use them, including me. If I'm not making you money, then don't use me. And a techie TC, that's taking it to the next level. So I'll give you a consultation. I'll talk to you about it. I don't have long-term contracts. You use me, you like me, we keep going forever. You don't like me, fine. Maybe try a system, try somebody else, whatever. Or you can even try me, even if you're using somebody already, see what the difference is between a techie transaction coordinator with over 20 years of real estate experience in the industry can do for your business. So you can always drop questions in the chat. I have a live chat going on when I do these. You can also direct message me and let me know a topic that you would like me to talk about if you have questions. For instance, a little thing I do that's extra is I give homestead information to your clients, because a lot of clients are going to get barraged at the end with this homestead junk mail that's going to charge them a ton of money. So their savings and showing value that you're valuable to your client, because these come from my email, but I'm marketing you. So I'm saying I work for you. It's your information in the bottom of those emails, not mine. So I'm always marketing you because you are the agent. I work for you. So let's get this done. Once again, subscribe on YouTube. I need to get those subscribers, please, so that I can do this anywhere and go live and do all this fun stuff. I'm Rachelle with All About Real Estate LV. I'm here every Tuesday at 10:30, same time, same place. Go get that money, find the correct techie transaction coordinator, And I will see you again next week. Everyone have a most fabulous day and just keep doing what you're doing in real estate. It's going to be great and we're all going to have a wonderful time. See you later. Hit me up with any questions. Have a great day. Bye.